What is up, guys? This is Justin. Well, I've been wanting to make this video for you guys for a while. I finally got one of my cars back from renting, and so I'm going to review today Advantage GPS. Today we're going to go get it installed. I'm going to give you my full opinion on everything about it, whether it's good, it's bad, let you know all the price breakdown and everything that you need to know. So let's get right into the video. All right, Advantage GPS. Let's talk about pricing right now so that we can hop right into it. So Advantage GPS costs $75 a unit. That's really not expensive as far as car GPSs go. I use automatic prior to Advantage GPS. It plugs in, and you can find it on sale for $69.99, and I've seen it all the way up to $99.99. So that's right in that price range. I've seen other GPSs a little cheaper. It seems about on par, but they do have a deal right now. If you buy 5, you can get 2 free. So they come out to $64 a unit, which is a really great price as far as I'm concerned. That seems like a decent deal. I do want to let you guys know, be careful when you're purchasing a GPS because some of them have a subscription cost. Most of them do, but they can be really, really expensive. I saw one on Amazon the other day and it was $19.99 a month. That is insane. Do not ever pay that. Automatic GPS, the one I used prior, was $5 a month. That's a decent deal, but Advantage GPS, hold up, Advantage GPS is $15 a year. Yes, a year. That is such a good deal. That's what drawed me to it initially. It was a good price for the unit, and it was a good price for the subscription. And there's one more thing to consider, and that's installation. It comes with pretty easy to understand instructions, and if you are able to open up your dash and the steering column and clip wires and put them together, then that's great for you, and you could probably do it for free yourself. I don't trust myself. I don't know if I'm gonna clip the right or wrong wire. I'm just not gonna go through that headache of like destroying my car, whatever. I don't trust myself. So I asked my mechanic if he would do something like that, and he doesn't. He recommended a car stereo shop or a car stereo place, which was fine. I called a bunch of them around me and they all said they would install it. I got a bunch of different prices ranging from $65 to $200 to install it. So I would check the places near you before purchasing, but there was something that happened when I went there, and there was a mistake, and I probably should have clarified it. So this is the GPS unit right here. It's pretty small. It's not too big. It's not too small. It goes up in there, and then you have this piece that plugs in right here, and then these wires get hooked up into the car. Cool. When I called the car stereo shop and said, hey, I have a GPS. I want to put it in my car. They said, what kind of car? Blah, blah, blah. $65. Cool. Install. I'll be on my way. I'll be right over there. And then when I got there, they said, well, what is this piece? I said, well, this is the ignition starter interrupt or the ignition kill switch. They're like, oh, we don't install that for the $65. That's a lot more work. It's a lot harder. It's gonna be an additional $100 just for this. So when I went to go get it installed, I said, you know what? Hold off on that. Just put the GPS in. I wasn't prepared to pay that much to have it installed. I thought it was gonna be $65. I probably should have just done it anyways, but I won't be able to review that in this video. When I move forward and get my other cars, I'll probably put that in and just be prepared to have the extra $100 to spend. I believe I can put it in after the fact. So you know what, maybe in a couple months, if I need be, I'll install it in my car. It's fine for now. That is something you want to take into consideration. It's gonna cost to install it. It's gonna cost to have someone put it in if you don't know how to do it yourself. So that's another $65 to $100 for the unit. And then an additional, you know, whatever they cost if the place even puts in the ignition kill switch. So total, I think, so let's do some math. So total, the unit was $75. It comes with 1 year subscription, so I won't have to pay $15 for another year. $65 to install. Shipping was free, so $140 in total. That's not bad. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Always get a GPS. So now let's take a look at some other features. All right, I just want to take a moment to say, if you guys aren't subscribed, take a second right now, go past the like button, smash it, make sure it's blue, and then hit that subscribe button and make sure it's gray. All right, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about their website, their app, their user interface. Advantage GPS, it looks like, let's see if you guys can see that. It looks like that. They actually don't even have an app. They only have a website, which you can view on mobile and you can view on your desktop. That's kind of like a ding for them. I mean, come on, it's 2020. You guys don't have an app? That's kind of a big deal to me as far as my ease of use. It's just a little harder to use. That's fine, I can get over it. It's not gonna ruin my experience with them, but it's just something to note. These GPSs, I feel like, are made for like used car lots that do like a buy here, pay here type thing, you know, like every credit is accepted type place. Those places usually have GPSs in their cars in case they have to repo them, blah, blah, blah. So the terminology they use on their website are very much tailored towards that. So like, let me show you an example. So like right here, it says inventory. I don't really have inventory. And then when a device is installed in a vehicle and you activate it, it says sold. My car's not sold, it's just activated. So it's annoying a little bit. And if you were to visit Advantage GPS's website, it's definitely tailored towards like the used car lot, dealership type thing. It's fine. It doesn't affect anything. It's just kind of like the wrong terminology. If that's gonna bother you, then I would steer away from Advantage GPS. But other than that, like, just their terminology, it doesn't affect the way you do anything or track the vehicles or anything like that. It's just the words are different. So that's a little something to know, and I did want to let you guys know about that. Other than that, all right, next let's talk about the location and how reliable it is. Every time I've looked at my car a few times, it's always been spot on. It's never like disconnected, lost connection, doesn't know where the vehicle is. With automatic GPS, sometimes it's like, signal disconnected. We don't know, the vehicle disconnected 7 minutes ago. We don't know where it's at. This is the last known location. That's kind of bad. So with Advantage GPS, I've never had that happen. It's always been accurate and it seems like it's always working. It's never said disconnected. Really, really love as far as like the details in the location, starting and stopping the car. That's a cool feature. It's always been pretty accurate. It keeps a log of where the vehicle has been, where it stopped, where it started, how many miles it's driven. You can restart that. So I can see each renter, how many miles they've driven. And then when I get a new renter, I'll erase that, start it over and reset the odometer is what they call it. And then boom, next renter. So that's pretty cool. I think I like that a lot. Seems pretty easy. It's accurate, and that's what's most important. Like, yeah, it says the words are a little different, whatever. That's little things, but what's most important is it accurate? Is it reliable? Is when I need my GPS gonna be working? Because if it's not, then what's the whole point? If someone can unplug it, then what's the point? So having Advantage GPS in your vehicle has been working for me so far. So next I want to go over a few more features that it has. All right, so a few more features that it has are geofencing. So you can set up an area where the vehicles aren't allowed to leave or enter or exit. So if they enter a certain area, you'll get notified. They exit a certain area, you can get notified. And that's pretty cool if you want to set up, you know, like a 100-mile radius. And it's like if someone takes your car out of state, you can set that up, whatever. Those are super cool. It's accurate. I set it up to where like it would, you know, it notifies me whenever, you know, it leaves my house. Like when I had it home. So it worked. I have geofences set up for like different parameters, 50 miles, 100 miles, and then 200 miles. You can draw squares or shapes on the map. I think you can only do that on your computer, but it's super simple. It works. It's pretty cool. That's something that you can't do with other GPSs. Tamper warnings. So if someone's like moving it or unplugging it, it has tamper warnings so that you can know if someone's like disconnecting your GPS. But I highly doubt that someone's even gonna ever find it. Like it's like what you literally would have to like disassemble the dash and like dig dig up in the steering column just to find it, let alone take it apart. So doubt it if someone even is gonna realize that it's in there. What's cool from this is because this is like mainly tailored towards used car dealers, you can actually repo the vehicle from within the app and hire someone to repossess the vehicle. I don't know if that's kind of valuable or not to you. I think it's kind of funny and it's interesting that you can have someone repossess your vehicle straight from the app, and when it gets impounded, it'll let you know how many vehicles you have repossessed right now and how many are getting impounded. So that's kind of funny. That's kind of cool. I hope I never have to use it. I probably wouldn't. I'll probably self-repo my car if I ever comes down to that. What other features do they have? Lets you know how many miles they've gone, lets you know how many vehicles, if the battery's low, not the battery's low on the device, but the battery's low on the car. The device works even if the car's off. It drains power from the battery. So I think if it was like, if your car's off for like months, it'll stop working, but your battery would be dead at that point. So if your battery dies on your car, then the battery's gonna die on the GPS. So it's gonna work if your car's sitting for a month or a week or whatever, it's still gonna work. So that's super helpful. It also shows you the vehicle's top stops, so you can see where the vehicle's been the most. That's likely their house, so that's kind of cool. And there's just a ton of other features. All right, so Advantage GPS, is it worth it? Is it worth it for me? Yes, I think I'm gonna still have, I've only have this installed in one of my vehicles. I don't know how the enable starter and disable the starter works yet because I haven't had that installed, but I think it's a really good price and it's really good long-term as far as like the subscription. It's not expensive at all. And so that was what was really important to me. Does the GPS work? Very well. Is it expensive? Not at all. If you can get over the fact that the words are not for the rental car business and it is tailored towards the used car, then I think it's perfect for you. I know it's great for me. I'm gonna continue to get all the rest of them installed in my vehicles until, you know, maybe I try another thing. If you guys want me to try a different type of GPS, let me know. But, oh, there's one thing that I did wanna know from Advantage GPS, and that is, you can't just go on their website and buy it. You have to buy it from a rep. So if you guys want to buy it from my rep, his name is Bryan. I'm going to leave his cell phone number and his email in the description below. And if you guys buy this GPS, for every 5 that are bought using mentioning my name, I get 1 free. I'm always want to be honest with you guys, and I'm going to give you my honest review of this. But if you are looking to buy a GPS and you do buy one through Bryan, go ahead and mention my name. And if, you know, for every 5 that get sold, I'll get 1 free. But I think Advantage GPS is a good option for cost, for reliability, and it's just overall it works, and that's all that matters. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know by subscribing below. I make videos about side hustles. I'll see you guys in the next one.